already learnt about verb. What is a verb, children? What is a verb? What is a verb? Come on, one of you raise your hands and tell me the answer. What is a verb?
Action words.
Yes, action words. Action words are called verbs, or doing words are called verbs. What is noun? What is a noun, children? What is a noun? Do you know what is a noun is?
Yes.
Yes, what is a noun? Come on, tell me. We are learning about verb here. So we are in worksheet 6. Yes?
Naming words.
Yes, very good. Naming words are called nouns. Names of, come on, tell me, names of
Persons.
persons, very good. Animals and things. Very good, children. So we know that what is a noun and what is a verb is. Verb is a doing word or is an action word. We did many actions, okay? All the action words are called as verbs. So we know what is a verb is, what is a noun. In today's class, we are going to learn about, yes, I'm going to mute you all, okay? Why means I hear unnecessary noise. So in today's class, we are going to learn about how the noun agrees with the verb. Have you understood? What are we going to learn in today's class? How the noun agrees with the verb. They have to get along well with each other. They have to be like friends. Okay? They have to be like friends. They have to shake hands with each other. Okay? Noun and the verb has to get along well with each other. They have to be friends. Only then they have to agree with each other. That is what we are going to learn in today's class. Have all of you understood? What are we going to learn in today's class? The noun and the verb has to agree with each other. They have to get along well with each other. Okay, so here in today's class, we are going to learn about two rules. How the noun and the verb agrees with each other. That is what we are going to learn in today's class. Is that clear to everyone? Let's move on. Okay. Okay. So, in today's class, we are going to learn about how the subject. In today's class, we are going to learn about subject-verb agreement. Okay, what is the topic is called? The subject-verb agreement. Here, subject-verb agreement. So here, the noun has subject. Subject will be the noun, okay? And the verb has to agree with each other. Okay, they have to get along well with each other. Okay, now in today's class, we are going to learn that we need to know first, here, if the subject we are going to learn has subject has noun. Subject is going to be noun. Okay, children? All of you listen here. Subject is going to be the noun. How the noun and the verb agrees with each other. Okay, here it is. Subject has noun and the verb. How does it agree with each other? Now, all of you, look here. Okay, so the noun and the verb has to agree with each other. Noun plus the verb has to agree with each other. All of you look at the screen. If the noun is singular, are you all of you checking? All of you seeing? Looking at the slide. If the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. I'll show you the slide. First, let us learn what it is. Then we'll move on into detail regarding it. If the noun is the subject here. Subject means whom are we talking about? So here we are talking about the noun. Noun means it can be a person, place, animal, or a thing. So the noun and the verb. Verb means doing words. They have to agree with each other. They are saying that if the noun is singular, the verb also needs to be singular. Singular means what, children? What do you mean by singular? What do you mean by singular? Come on, tell me. What do you mean by singular? Singular means one. Okay, so we know what a singular is. If the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. That is the first rule. That is the first rule. Second rule is that if the noun is plural, plural means what, children? What do you mean by plural? Plural means more than one. Okay, many. If the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. Have you understood? Verb also has to be plural. That is what the two rules we are going to learn in today's class. Before we move on to this, first we need to know what is singular. First we will learn about the first rule. What is the first rule I told you? What is the first rule I told you? Noun plus the verb. Okay. If the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. Okay. First we need to know. Noun singular means what, children? What is it? One. Okay, one. So I'll write there boy. Boy is one. Okay, it is one. But singular verb is not as singular noun. Have all of you understood? Here there is an agreement between the noun and the verb saying that you don't have an S here, but singular verb has an S at the end. Have all of you understood? Have you understood? Okay, so boy, please. Boy, please. That is, here in the singular noun, if the noun is singular, we say boy, girl. Singular means one. But singular verb is different, is not like the noun. In the singular verb, we add S or ES to the verb. Girl sings. That's why I told you they have to get along well with each other. They have to agree with each other. You don't have an S, but I should have an S to the word. Okay? Agreement clear? Are you okay with that agreement? Okay, children? So, one more example I'll tell you. If the noun is batting, okay, the verb has to bowl. Have you seen a cricket match, children? Have you seen a cricket match? Yes. How? Both the teams, can they bat? Both the teams, can they bat? Can both the teams bat? No. If one team bats, the other team has to bowl. Have you seen the match? Yes. So here it is the same. In this rule, you need to learn this rule well, children. Okay? If the singular noun, we know it very well. In singular noun, we don't have S. This is the way we add it. But to the singular verb, we need to add an S at the end. That is the rule. Singular verb has an S at the end, singular. So all of you remember it very well. Singular verb has an S at the end. Plays, sings. Okay, if one, here there is no S, so the singular verb has an S at the end. Clear? If you are batting, I am bowling. Both can't have S's. Both can't be without S's. Have you all of you understood? Have all of you understood the rule? If here there is no S, here there should be S. If one is batting, the other has to bowl. Only then they will have an agreement with each other. Clear? The next rule is that, now we'll move on to the next rule. I've told you the noun and the verb is having an agreement with each other. The first rule we have saw. The first rule is if the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. Second rule is if the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. But here, how is the plural noun? To the plural noun, what do we add? Boy, boy. Come on, tell me, children. I'll unmute you all. Otherwise, I'm not getting an answer. Okay, now tell me, how do we write the plural noun? Boy. Boys. Very good. Girl. Girls. Now it is vice versa. As in the last class, I said bat and bowl. Now they are bowling. Okay, they are bowling. They are throwing the ball. Now here they have to bat. Okay, they are batting. So here they are saying that they are coming to an agreement. You have S. Then why should I have S? So how do I write this? Boys? Yes, boys. Play. Boys. Okay, girls.
Dance.
Okay, this is the agreement. I'm going to mute you all. I wanted to get an answer from you. That's why I unmuted it. Now have all of you understood? Okay, if one is batting, the other has to bowl. If the other team is bowling, the other team has to, then the opposite team has to bat. Okay, here in this agreement, the plural noun has an S to it. But, and the batting team says, that is the verb says, so I will not have an S to my word. Have all of you understood? So this is the rule we are going to learn in today's class. Let's move on to it. Let's learn about in detail. Okay, with examples. Okay, are you all ready? All of you, keep your workbook ready. We are going to learn about these two rules in today's class. Okay, children, how the noun and the verb agrees with each other. Two rules. If the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. If the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. But let us see how it agrees with each other. So in today's class, all of you don't be looking anywhere else. This is some complicated topic where you need to understand well. You need to remember this. Okay, so in today's class, the topic it is called as subject-verb agreement. Here the subject, we are focusing on noun. Okay, noun has subject. Here the subject will be the noun. And how the noun and the verb agrees with each other. Okay, so they are having an agreement with each other. Now, all of you look at it. Here I've already told you, we are going to learn about singular and plural noun plus the action word. To make you understand, I have written like this. Here the subject, we are focusing on singular and plural noun and how the verb agrees with each other. We know verb is an action word or a doing word. Noun is a naming word. How the noun and the verb agrees or they shake hands with each other. Let's move on to it. So now I've already told you, gave an introduction regarding the topic. So what is subject-verb agreement? The subject and the verb has to agree with each other, has to have a shake hand with each other. Only then they can move or get along well with each other. Okay, children? It is so simple. Okay? So that's why I've told you the bowling and the batting, the two teams. Here, I've already showed you this. If the subject, here the subject represents the noun. See here, it is only one. We know if it is subject is singular. That is here the subject means noun. Noun we already know. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or a thing. So the subject can be a person, a place, an animal or a thing. Okay, if the subject is singular, that is one. You can see an animal here. Okay, you can see an animal here. If it is one, the verb also has to be singular. Okay, have all of you understood? If the subject is plural, you can see two here, two dogs or whatever it is, two animals. The verb also has to be plural. Understood? If the subject is singular, the verb has to be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb also has to be plural. Got it? The first point is clear to all of you. If the subject is singular, the verb also has to be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb also has to be plural. Now, let's move on to it. Now, first of all, let us learn what is singular noun. Singular noun is nothing but one. Singular means just one single. You can see some of the nouns here. One tree, one car, one ball. Okay, so we call it as ball, tree, car. It is single, it is singular, it is just one. That it is, okay, singular noun. Now we'll move on to the verb. Singular noun is not like the singular verb, as I've told you. I've told you the bat and the bowling. So here, the singular noun is batting first. This is batting. So here in the singular noun, it is just one. So we don't have S here. It is singular. The next team is bowling. The next team is bowling. So they are having an agreement with each other. Okay, so the singular verb is not like the singular noun. It has an S at the end. Even though it is singular verb, it has an S at the end. So the boy plays, girl sings. Okay, mother cooks. So here you can see that S there, eats, drinks. Can you see this, children? You don't write anything, just understand. We'll be doing our workbook exercises. So, all of you look here. Singular verb is eats, drinks. We need to add an S at the end of the verb. Okay, can all of you see this? Are you looking at it? Okay, the singular verb is not like singular noun. Singular noun, we don't add an S. But in the singular verb, we add an S at the end of the word. Eats, drinks. So see here, this we need to remember. That is the first rule. Okay, singular noun agrees with the singular verb. But singular noun has the same. Ball, cat, dog. But in the singular verb is not like the singular noun. We need to add an S to it. Here they agrees with each other. They are saying that you don't have an S, but I should have an S. Okay, agreed? Now we agree with each other. Now we'll move on to a few examples. The singular noun, you can see a bird here. A bird is a singular noun. Okay, so the verb here is sings. So verb, the singular verb here is, I need to add an S to the verb. A bird sings. Clear? Clear to all of you? Okay, so the singular noun and the singular verb agrees with each other, saying that you don't have an S, but I should have an S. Okay, this singular noun is batting and the singular noun is bowling. So the batting team doesn't have an S, but the bowling team has an S to it. Clear? Clear to all? This is a rule, children. We need to follow. Okay? So now we'll move on to a few more examples. Singular noun. Here it is a flower. I've shown you the picture here also. A flower grows. So singular verb, we need to add an S to the verb. Grows. So have you noticed here? Singular verbs here. We need to remember this. This is a rule. So a flower grows. Okay. One more example. A boy dances. Okay. The boy dances. So, okay, you can see a boy there. It is a singular noun. Here a boy, here a singular noun should agree with the verb. The verb to the verb, we add S to the verb, that is singular verb. Have you? These both, the singular noun and the singular verb agrees with each other. So we need to know that. Singular noun, we already know we don't have S, but to the singular verb, we need to add an S to it. S sound, S, singular S. Okay, clear? You need to learn only this. If this team is bowling, this team has to bat. Okay, so here no S, but here there should be an S. Okay, clear? I hope it is clear to all of you. Now, yes, if it's clear, put a thumbs up, children. This is a rule we need to learn. But this is a very, very important rule we have to learn throughout. Okay, so now the second rule we are moving on to. If the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. But here it is very tricky. See, a plural noun, the verb, plural we already know. The plural noun is, we add an S to the word. Can you see there? Boy. For the plural noun, what do? We add S to the noun. Boys, girls, bananas. Bananas. Okay, so plural noun we already know. We add an S to the noun. Clear? You can see bananas here. Many are there. For tooth, we say it is teeth. Many teeth. For bird, many are there. So it is, all these are plural noun. So now we'll move on to the next slide. Let us see here. So the plural noun agrees with the plural verb. They are saying that we have to agree with each other. You have an S here. Flowers, many are there. So plural noun has an S here. So this team is, okay, so this team is bowling now. And this team has to bat. They are in an agreement. So since the noun has an S, the verb says, I don't want an S in my word. Have you all of you understood? So there is no S here. Clear? Clear in it? So if the noun has an S here, the verb doesn't have an S. So the plural verb doesn't have an S to it. Okay, so here the batting team doesn't have an S, so the plural verb is bloom. The flowers bloom. You can see here, many stars here, plural noun and plural. Many stars here, so it is stars shine. Okay, in the verb, stars are noun. It is shine is verb. They are under one agreement. The stars has an S here, so the verb doesn't have an S at the end. They are in an agreement saying that you have an S, so I will not have an S. Okay, is that clear to everyone? Have all of you understood the rule? So one more example you'll be having it, plural noun and plural verb. The children, it is plural noun. So the plural noun has to agree with the plural verb. The plural verb doesn't have an S at the end. Have you understood? So the children play with toys. So these are the two rules we have learned in today's class, and this we need to know very well. Okay, so I hope you have understood it. Okay, let's have a recap on the topic before we move on to the workbook exercises. I want all of you to be ready with your workbook exercise, page 17. Okay, children? Are you all ready? Okay, so we'll have a recap on this topic. So I've told you we have learned two rules. Okay, if the noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. If the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. But they need to have to agree with each other. Okay, the singular noun doesn't have an S, boy. So the singular verb has to have an S at the end. Boy plays. That is the first rule. Okay, and the second rule is the plural noun has to agree with the plural verb. Okay, if the noun, here the plural noun has an S at the end, that is boys. So the plural verb doesn't have an S to the end. So boys play, girls sing. These are the two rules we have learned. So we are moving on to the exercise part of it. Let's move on to it. Are you all ready? Okay. So we'll be doing the exercise now. I'll be calling Avantika. Avantika, no. Anamika, come. Avantika, I've already called once. Anamika, unmute it. And read the first question for me. Anamika, unmute it. And Anamika. Are you able to?
Ma'am.
Yes. Read the first question. Birds. So which is the apt word?
Fly.
Birds. Birds. Look for the word which is apt for the bird. What do the birds do?
Fly.
Fly. So here it is birds. Here we have an S to the noun. So to the verb, do we need to add an S? No. So birds
Fly.
fly. Very good. Birds fly. So take that word and write it here. Birds fly. Now, Avantika, come on, say the next one.
Bird flies.
Yes, bird flies. Very good. Okay, very good, children. Avantika and Anamika. Now I'll move on to Adnan. Adnan, come on, Adnan. Unmute it. Yes. Come on, read the second one. Horse. Horse.
Run.
Horse. Yes, horse.
Run.
Here it is only a single. Here it is singular noun. So verb also has to be singular. Okay, but here it is bowling and batting. Here it is bowling, so here should be batting. So what we have to do to the verb? Horse. 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 Now check for the word which is suitable for the horse. Horse. Come on, tell me, Adnan. Horse. Horse. Here we'll write runs. Okay, the horse. Horse runs. Yes. So I've told you. Yes, they have to agree with each other. Here there is no S. So to the verb, I need to add an S to the verb. Okay. So horse runs. Is that clear? That is a rule here. Now I'll move on to Devamitra. Come on, Devamitra. Unmute it. Devamitra. Unmute it. And read the second one, horses. So what do we do? Horses. Horses. Unmute it, Devamitra. Devamitra, can you unmute it? Devamitra? Okay, I'll move on to Nora. Nora, come on, read the next question. Horses? Horses? Nora, unmute it, Nora. Unmute it. Horses? Unmute it. Yes. Read the question. Horses?
Horses run.
Run. Very good.
Run.
Run. Okay, only run. Why means here is the plural verb has an S, but the plural verb doesn't have an S to it. Okay, so we need to understand that agreement has to be learned, that rule has to be learned. Okay, children. So I'll move on to Arfin. Arfin, come on. Unmute it. Arfin. Yes, read the question. The boy.
The
So what
boy.
is the boy? What is the apt word for that? Many words are there, but you have to.
Boy plays.
The boy?
The boy plays.
Yes, plays. Very good. The boy plays. Okay.
The
So,
boys play.
yes, boys
The boys play.
play. Very good. Who's saying the answer? Is it Arfin? Very good, Arfin. Okay, so all of you listen here. The word noun doesn't have an S here, but the verb has an S here. Here in the noun, plural noun has an S, but the plural verb doesn't have an S. So they are in the agreement. If you have an S, I don't have an S. If you don't have an S, so I should have an S. That is the agreement between each other. So that's what I told you. If one team bats, the other team has to bowl. If one team bowls, the other team has to bat. They have to come to an agreement if they have to get along with each other. So that is what we have learned in today's class. So children, it's time for us to wind up. Let me share the screen. So I hope you have understood this rule. Okay, this rule will be learned in the next class even. I want all of you to do the exercise, a few of the exercise on page number 5. I'll be sending in the WhatsApp group. Okay, children. So have you understood the rule, children? Have all of you understood the rule? Did you learn it? Did you learn the rule? If noun is singular, the verb also has to be singular. If the noun is plural, the verb also has to be plural. But the rule is different. In the singular verb, there is no S, but in the singular verb, we need to add an S to it. It is opposite, vice versa in the plural noun. The plural noun has an S, but the plural verb doesn't have an S to it. So it's time for us to wind up today's session, children. So bye, take care, all of you. Bye, children. I hope it's understood. This lesson, I'll be revising it in the next class too. So we will have a thorough knowledge of it. Okay, children, bye. Hope you have all understood. Bye, children. Take care.